Hey folks, it's Dr. Gerstmar from Aspire Natural Health. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you happen to be watching or listening to this, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I want to start our discussion about the 3 excuses that we often use that are preventing us from reaching our goals. You know, whatever it is in a person's life. And let's face it, in general, we can break down our goals into several areas. There are the relationships in our lives from our family, friends, all the different relationships that we have in our lives, and we all want to have good quality relationships in our lives. There are our finances, or our job, or our finances. We all want to have a meaningful job that we at least reasonably enjoy, right? And that provides financially for our needs and the needs of our family. So that's the second one. We have our health. Obviously, that is our primary focus here. People who are dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity that's affecting their lives and causing them problems. But the third big area in our lives is health. And the fourth is meaning. Meaning, we all want to live a life of purpose. We all want to feel like the world was a bit better of a place for our having been here, and that we were able to accomplish something meaningful to each of us in our lives. So when we talk about wanting to achieve things, almost always they're falling into one of those 4 categories. Now, there are 3 common excuses that we all use that stop us from making the progress we want in those areas. Again, obviously here we're talking about health, but these all apply to all of those areas. And I want to be clear here, because when we talk about excuses, this can quickly devolve into shame, blame, and guilt. And I am totally against shame, blame, and guilt. I believe those are toxic emotions. We don't have any place for them. The point in talking about these 3 excuses is to create awareness, and to understand if we are letting these excuses stop us from making the progress we want to make. Not about shaming us if we're using these. Heck, I've used all of these excuses in my life too. I'm not a perfect person. None of us are. Blaming, oh, it's all our fault. No, none of that is worthwhile. Again, it's about awareness. If we're using these excuses, we want to recognize it, and then we want to decide if we want to set them aside and move forward. And guilt. No, the guilt is not a useful emotion here for us. All right, so with that background in mind, let's dig into the first of these excuses, and it's simply this: I don't have the time. I don't have the time. Have you caught yourself, or you've heard many others saying, yeah, I would love to do that, or I want to do that, or I'm planning to do that, but I just don't have the time to do it. Now, let's get real here for a moment. There are people who don't have the time. You know, if you're working 2 jobs or 3 jobs just to try and stay afloat and provide for your basic necessities, you're caring a caretaker for a child or a parent or someone else in your life, that may be true. There are those of us who simply don't have the time. And I have no magic answer. First of all, I applaud you for all your hard work. I'm sorry for the situation you're in. The reality is you simply may not have the time. However, having said that, the majority of us, it's not that we don't have the time, it's that we're not using our time consistent with those goals, right? All of us are busy. It's a given. Almost everyone is overloaded with stuff to do. But there, again, are the things that we have to do, need to do, and want to do, and we need to look at our priorities in life. For many of us, it's not that we don't have time. It's simply that our priorities are not aligned correctly. You know, if we really want to lose some weight and get in great shape, the basics, we know what we need to do, right? We need to prepare healthy meals. We need to exercise appropriately. Now, many of us will say things like, well, I just don't have time to do that. The reality is it's not a priority in your life. We know many people who are very, very busy that they're being in great shape is a really high priority for them. So they do those things. They make sure that when they're scheduling their lives, these things get put front and center. And many of the other things that we may like to do, these people choose not to do them to free up the time to do these things they want to do. So really here, it's about awareness. When we say things like, I don't have time to get healthy. I don't have time to get enough sleep. I don't have time to exercise. I don't have time to prepare and eat healthy foods. I don't have time to take any supplements or medications or do any treatments that might be worthwhile. I just don't have time. Again, that may be real, but for most of us, it's simply a matter of prioritization. So again, whether it's relationships, whether it's finances, whether it's health, or whether it's meaning, when we find ourselves saying, I don't have time, we need to think that for many of us, it's about prioritization. And here's where awareness comes into place. We say these things are important. We say we should do these things, but let's get real. Are they really important to you? Not because someone else says they're important or you think, yeah, I should do these things, but really, truly, is it important to you? Is it important to build those relationships in your lives or to really advance in your career and make more money? Or is it important to regain your health? You know, I've talked to people with digestive issues and autoimmunity, and from my perspective, they're really suffering. They really could improve their lives dramatically by taking the time to do the things they need to do, and they'd see tremendous benefit from it. But the reality is, after talking to some people, it's just not that important. Yeah, the symptoms suck and they'd rather that they weren't there, but it's not enough to invest the time to make those changes. And that's okay. Remember, it's not about shame, blame, or guilt. It's about building awareness. So are the things that you're saying that you would like to do, but you don't have the time, are they truly important for you? If they're not, great. That is okay. Then stop shaming, blaming, guilting, shoulding yourself and just let it go. You know, I should do this, but here's the reality. I don't want to. I don't care. Okay, great. Set it aside. Get on with your life. Do the other things that are actually important to you. Or if you know what, you have a deep introspective time, sit down with a journal or some quiet time, or really think things through, or talk with family, friends, or other mentors in your life, and you realize, yes, these things really are important for me. I really do want to do this. Okay. Then for many of us, it's setting aside the excuse of I'm too busy, I don't have enough time, and saying, what trade-off am I willing to make? You know, if recovering my health, if dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity and recovering my health is really important for me, what things am I going to set aside, stop doing, so I can open up the time that is necessary? I can invest that time to make the changes and do the things that I need to do to get the results. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Listen, we've all made the excuse of I don't have the time. There truly are some of us, we really don't have the time. And I'm very sorry. I hope the situation changes and things change for you such that that time can open up to help you reach your goals. If that's you, we want to be kind and gentle with ourselves and realize that now is not the time in life to be pursuing those goals if we truly don't have the time to invest. Most of us, however, use I don't have enough time as an excuse, and it's really a prioritization. Wow, that's a difficult one to say. Prioritization issue. Really, it's about awareness and saying, you're saying you should, but are you really going to? If the answer is no, great, set it aside. If the answer is yes, great. Then it's about really, truly prioritizing it, making it front and center, recognizing that we're going to have to give up some other things in order to pursue that goal and that path that we want in front of us. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Listen, if you're at a place you're dealing with digestive issues and autoimmunity and you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired, yes, this is important. You're going to carve out the time. You're going to prioritize this. You're going to get it done. If you're friendly, open-minded, and coachable, you'd like someone to help you through this process, to guide you along, then let's have a conversation together. Let's find out if we are the right fit to work together. We're not the right fit for everyone, but if we are the right fit to help you, we can help to change your life. All you need to do is go to the website, www.aspirenaturalhealth.com. That's aspirenaturalhealth.com, A-S-P-I-R-E, aspirenaturalhealth.com. There are two buttons you can click there. The first says apply for help. Actually, that's the second button. But if you're ready and you know and you need this help and you're ready to go now, then I urge you, go ahead and click that apply for help button. The other button is ask about price and availability. That will tell you more about the way we work, whether we have any availability right now or we're on a waiting list, and what the investment is like to work with us. So please go to the website now, click on one of those two buttons, and let's have a conversation. Let's see if we're the right fit to work together. If we are, we'll help transform your life. If we're not, that is okay. We're not right for everyone. We'll still do our absolute best to help you. All right, folks, that is it for me today. Until next time, take care.